Does leadership in the General Assembly at the State House, do they, you interact with them regularly where we don't anymore. Um, do they recognize that Rhode Island is in this, on thin ice economically, that our policies and raising the income tax would only make the ice thinner? And do they recognize, like you and I have both recognized, that the rest of the country is moving away from high income taxes, that we're on a path that's just gonna is not going to be good for our state, and that's something significant. We have to, like you said earlier, we have to make our tax and regulatory rates more competitive. So part A is, do you get any sense that they recognize there's got to be a shift in direction and strategy on this? And part B, imagine, let's just for a second imagine if Rhode Island were to eliminate its income tax, like New Hampshire. How much of a competitive advantage would that put us in a region, around New York and Massachusetts and Connecticut and Vermont and Maine, where everything else is high rates? Wouldn't that be an interesting way to look at things? Wow, we could really, really make our state that much more attractive place to live, to build a business and invest if we did something dramatic, because nobody else around us is doing that. Just final word to you on all of
Um,
that, wherever you want to go,
yeah,
Mike.
so I'm going to cop out a little bit because we're a nonpartisan organization, but I do think our political leaders recognize the the challenges that Rhode Island have, and they're trying to do best, to move us forward. I mean, we are, I tend to be a pro-government person, and I think our government kind of reflects our culture in Rhode Island. And what you're proposing, I think, could be bold and could move us forward, but there's a lot of competing demands, that I think our leaders are balancing. So our job at RIPEC, and I appreciate you giving us a platform, Mike, is to push this view that we can't be uh, penny wise and dollar foolish. We gotta think about the long term. We can't take actions like this income tax hike that's going to hurt us